Okay, this is New Star Radio 98.7 FM and Smooth Fuego TV, and I'm joined here with...
I just took a sip of my tea. You're joined here with Kiesza.
Now, Kiesza, the last time we interviewed you, it was just before the release of Hideaway.
Yeah, that was like January.
Crazy.
Sorry. The release, which was April.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just went from January to April.
And around that time, I have to say, you're probably the most humble, down-to-earth artist that I've interviewed.
Wow, thank
it's
you.
Like you didn't even realize you had a monster hit on your hands, and you went to #1. Now, since then, how does it feel for you?
It kind of feels the same. I'm still like, it's still sinking in, really, because it keeps growing and growing, and it doesn't stop growing, and it just keeps going to like another country. I think it's gone #1, or it's at least top 10 in like over 21 countries now.
It's crazy.
Which is just, it's unbelievable. And the video just went over 70 million views.
Crazy.
And then we just got nominated for a VMA award.
Wow.
So it's just like, it's kind of like too much to process all at once. And I don't know, but I'm surrounded by the same people that I was with when I started out, you know? So it's, I don't know, we're just like on this journey together, and it's a lot of fun. And a lot of excitement. It's a lot of work, a lot of traveling.
Definitely.
Jumping time zones a lot, which that's, I think, the toughest part of it.
Because last week he was in America, right? I was just following your Instagram.
Okay, last week I did New York to LA to Chicago to Ibiza to the UK.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what time does your body think it is at the moment?
It doesn't know where it is right now. It really doesn't.
So literally days become minutes, and you don't know where you are.
Sometimes I can't remember what country I was in 2 days ago. Like, where was I 2 days ago? What country was that? Like, it's...
Okay, now let's get straight onto your latest single at the moment, Giant in My Heart. Now explain it, because when I first heard this, I saw the title, I was like, Giant in My Heart? Either you got a really big heart or that must hurt or something. There must be some hidden meaning in there. Explain the single.
The single is like the opposite of Hideaway in a sense. They're like yin and yang. It's about letting go of love. Hideaway is about finding love, and it's about that the first feeling you get when you fall in love with someone and how you forget about everything, all the stress of your life. Whereas Giant in My Heart is about knowing that something is ending but not wanting to let go, and knowing that you have to at the same time. So it's a little more painful emotionally, I guess, but I think a lot of people, or at least everyone goes through that at one point in their lifetime. So I think a lot of us can relate to that topic.
It's something you've been through yourself.
Yeah, it is something that I've been through myself, and I think that actually inspired it as well. So yeah, it's coming from me. So
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I can relate with that as well. But sorry to kind of put a downer on the interview.
I'm just gonna start crying. Both of us.
Now let's do it a bit more upbeat. Now I was speaking to your amazing choreographer outside.
Liuba Casto.
Yes.
The one and only. There's only one of her on the planet.
Definitely had to big her up. Now the last time you was here, you hadn't spent that much time in the UK.
No.
But now I've been speaking to your choreographer. She has now I have to ask you now, have you been listening to any UK music?
Yeah, actually, when I first got here, I was really listening to a lot, and I was really getting into like Duke Dumont, Clean Bandit, and I don't know, everyone. I really I think there's some amazing music this year, like especially this year. 2014 is a great year for music, and especially from the UK. And recently, I mean, I've been traveling so much that I don't get to turn on like the radio as much as I did when I first was in the UK, but I'm definitely paying attention and listening online, and there's so many great artists. I really love the UK. I think
the UK loves you as well. We were the first ones, weren't we?
You guys were the reason that you gave me a chance. My own country never gave me a chance to start out, so thank you, UK.
But how did that feel for you to blow in a complete different continent, and now Canada's finally taken notice of you?
I mean, it felt great just to have people supporting my music. And I always sort of looked to the UK. There's a lot of bands like throughout history. I mean, some of the greatest music ever comes from the UK. It's just like this catalyst of great music, and it never stops. So it was somewhere I always wanted to live and always wanted to immerse myself in and just be part of the whole music scene. So I never expected to come here and blow up in the same week that I arrived. That's like a fairy tale story. But
literally in that first interview, it's like you were completely clueless to how big you actually were.
Well, it was because I was still processing it, and I didn't get it. I still don't get it. I mean, I'm still shocked every time I open my video and look at the numbers. It doesn't really make sense. What? How is that possible? And I try to imagine what 70 million people actually looks like, and my brain shuts down.
I don't think you could ever imagine that. That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people.
But what can we expect to see from Kiesza in the future? I know you've done a little work, I've heard through the grapevine, with Diplo and Skrillex.
Yes, I met them in Ibiza. It was just a chance meeting, and we're fans of each other, basically. And Diplo and Skrillex have a new project called Jack U. So we're just like, let's do something. And we went to Skrillex's hotel room, and he had a whole set up traveling studio.
Crazy.
And we just we talked about Godzilla and wrote music.
I still haven't seen that, actually. I still haven't seen that.
Godzilla? I actually haven't either. We were just discussing Godzilla in general.
Crazy. Well, that has been Kiesza. I don't want to keep you too long, as I know you got loads of stuff to do. I know you probably have to go to another country. If you ever got a spare plane ticket or anything, you need someone to accompany you.
All right. I'll let you know when I have a spare ticket lying around. I will let you know.
Okay, well, I'll ask you one last question, as we have a lot of up-and-coming singers, songwriters and producers. What advice could you give them based on what you've experienced? You've done that before, but since you've had the number one.
I would say keep exploring music and keep being open-minded to collaborating with different people, and don't give yourself too many expectations, because when I found myself as a musician, it really took me by surprise. If you had asked me when I started out what kind of musician I was, I would have never thought I would have been this type of musician. It was the exploration that led me to where I am. And to just keep being true to who you are, and it's that sincerity that comes from you that people really, I think, relate to and attach themselves to, and and just be creative and don't take yourself too seriously. Have fun with it.
Okay, definitely. That has been Kiesza on New Star Radio 98.7 FM and Smooth Fuego TV. If you'd like to tell the New Star Radio listeners, Smooth Fuego TV watchers, where they can keep up to date with you, all of your different social networks, introduce your track and your release dates, and we'll go straight into playing it.
Hi, this is Kiesza, and my single Giant in My Heart is coming out August 11th. So please get the single if you like it, and I really appreciate all your support. And what else?
All your different social networks.
Oh yeah, and you can find me everything, basically every social media out there. It's just straight up Kiesza, Kiesza. Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, www.kiesza.com.